Hi guys! So I know it's been a really long time, but I've been in the process of kind of moving, figuring out some stuff, which is why I haven't been filming and I kind of was MIA from YouTube for a little bit. So that happened. But I'm back and I'm ready to film some awesome stuff for you guys. And my first video back is going to be one that was requested a lot a while ago. And I had to kind of put it on the back burner because I couldn't make it yet. And this is going to be my year off of Accutane. It's been a little over a year that I stopped taking Accutane. And for the first couple months it was a little weird being off of it because I kept getting some symptoms and my acne came back a little bit, but I'm going to go through all of that in the rest of the video. So if you guys want to know about my 1 year off of Accutane, please stay tuned. So, I was on Accutane for a year I was on Accutane for about a year, 9 months a year, and it was the most amazing thing that I have ever taken in my entire life. I'm not one for medication, so I won't take Advil on most occasions, just because I feel like my body should be able to combat whatever's going on without medication, because for the longest time nobody had medication, so, you know. But when I noticed that my skin was getting worse, acne is kind of just something that runs in my family, and my sister had been on it quite a few times. She had really bad skin, and I was always told, hey, maybe you should go on it just in case. We don't want your skin to get super bad. And I always said no, and then I noticed that my skin was getting really bad, so I started Accutane. And when I started Accutane, my acne was at the point where I wanted to wear makeup because I wanted to cover it, but I didn't want to wear makeup because I knew that it was going to irritate my skin. So it was kind of that breaking point where it was like, I can't do this anymore, I need Accutane. So I went in to see a dermatologist and she recommended that almost right away. She gave me another option in case I didn't want to take it, but that was the first thing that she mentioned. So I started it. And if you guys have seen any of my update videos, I'll leave all of those in the bottom bar below. But I made a few update videos, and if you guys remember, I talked about cramping. For the first week or two that I was on the pill, it's a very strong drug, and it kind of sucks all the moisture out of your body and changes the way that your body produces stuff. I'm not exactly too sure about the science behind it. So when I started taking it, I started to feel the moisture just leave my kidneys, and I was so dehydrated that I would get really bad cramping. So that went away after about like a week or two, and it never came back until I stopped Accutane. The moment that I stopped taking it and my body realized that it was no longer getting it, I got the cramping back. I was cramping probably the same amount of time, about a week or two, but it was like my body was detoxing from it, and I got the cramping back. It didn't last very long, but it was still stupid and a pain in my ass. Another thing, when I got off of Accutane, sorry, my hair, I just got out of the shower, so my hair is all bizarre, but when I stopped taking Accutane, a lot of people say that your acne might come back. It might be less severe, but it could come back. I was very lucky and I didn't get my acne back. And my skin is completely different than it was before I started Accutane. Before I started Accutane, I had oily skin. My foundation was gone by the end of the day. Nothing that I put on my face would stay, and now that I'm off Accutane, I have dry skin, and I have maybe a little bit of oil just like in my T-zone, but other than that, I'm quite dry. My skin is completely different, and I love it. I'm normal to dry skin now, and everything that I do just works marvelously, and I was really fortunate because I didn't get my acne back. I did get a little bit of acne like on my shoulders and a little bit on my chest, which was some problem areas that I had before I started taking Accutane, but nothing severe. I did have a cystic patch in the corner here. I don't know if you guys are able to see it. I can zoom in a little, but it was right here, and before, or even while I was on Accutane, it was quite tender. At that point was very tender, it was itchy, it was inflamed. So when I stopped taking Accutane, I got a little bit of that back. Sometimes I could feel it and it looked like there was some liquid filling up, and it was all red, but that went away after a little bit. And from time to time I get the small pimple, like a few breakouts that are hormonal. Nothing insane like I used to. I'll insert some pictures of what my skin used to look like if you guys haven't seen any of my update videos. But yeah, I have quite clear skin now. I have a few scars that are quite deep. I have one on this side. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's right here. Scar just on the side here that's quite difficult to cover with makeup, just because it is quite deep. But other than that, my skin has just been amazing. I really recommend Accutane for people who have severe cystic acne or severe acne. For people who have just light pimples, you can go see a dermatologist and get like a topical cream, or even just try out the stuff at the drugstore, and if that doesn't work, it could be an option for you. But it is a very strong substance to take, and it can mess up your body. I was, again, really lucky. I didn't get any of the side effects other than the dryness. I didn't get any of the depression, or it didn't change my mood at all, which is super lucky. I know that it happened with my sister and everybody was a little worried for me to take it, but in the end it worked out really amazing for me. And I hope that, I don't know if that was informative at all. I'm trying to think of what other symptoms I had. I think that's about it. And another thing is birth control. Birth control can be used for the skin. I know that sometimes that's what dermatologists prescribe. It's something quite light and it just regulates your hormones, so it can help with the skin. I do take that, so that could be a reason why nothing's happening, nothing's changing. But no, I'm very thankful for Accutane and what it has done. It has changed my makeup life, and I will forever be grateful for my dermatologist, because bless her soul. So yeah, I'm going to give you guys a close-up of my skin, just so you guys can see. And I had a cyst spot right above my eyelid, and forever that spot does not hold stuff. It doesn't take to make up. There's a little bit of redness where it used to be, like a little bit of a scar, but nothing major. Yeah, there's just like the scarring on my cheeks and on my chin, because that's where it was the worst for me. That's where I got most of it. And then on my shoulders as well. But other than that, my skin is quite nice, and I love it, because now I get to really work on my artistry, and it just helped my whole career and everything like that. So with that being said, if you guys have any other questions for me or stuff that you would like me to talk about in another video, I don't mind making another one. If I missed anything important, I probably did, and I don't even know. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, ooh, what is going on? Like I said, if you guys have any questions, let me know on the bottom bar below or message me. So without further ado, I will let you guys go. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!